The third day of my holiday, I've got the vans moved around and I've got my red van at the back to work on. So I started filling in patches. There's a boot mark there I filled in, the rust around there I filled in, and a couple of places on the bottom here. While I was waiting for the filler to dry, I took the back bumper off. So now while I'm waiting for the other side to rust treat, I'll take the other bumpers off. Treated a few places, and along the back there, and there's a bit on the wheel out there. Other than that, she's perfect. After 8 years of rebuilding her, that ain't bad. Once again, with my PS conversions, you're talking 4-5 minutes to take the bonnet, the bumper off. Bother you with the details. I've done all the roof through the middle and the bonnet. I've done up this wing and I'm on that door now. I'll do the whole lot and then I'll show you it after I've washed it all off. Well, she's sanded down all over. She's as smooth as silk. Everywhere I felt a blemish, I sanded it until it was smooth. And there's only 2 patches. There's one there I made up, and there's one on the back door, which has always been damaged on that back door, but I filled it, so it needs sanding down. So I have a cup of tea while it's drying. It's been wet and dried all over, and then washed off with a really strong solution of cleaner, and then swirled off over and over and over and over to make sure there's no soaps left on there. And looking at her like this, I sometimes wonder why I'm spraying her. She looks gorgeous. A coat of polish would probably do the job. All apart from the damage. But there you go. I've got a damage here. Somebody put a boot in it. I don't care what anyone says. There she goes. Lovely jubbly. 2 days and 15 hours now, and she's ready for a total top spray tomorrow. Well, as predicted, the roof was going to be the hardest part, and it still is, because I got a job to get in and reach it, and the sun come out on the front edge there. But I think give it another coat. That'll be the 3rd coat, and hopefully it's covering good enough to do the job. See the advantages of high volume, low pressure. There's the overspray there. Look at that. Down here there's next to nothing, just a very smear of dust. You could actually spray in here without a mask. It just doesn't overspray. It's fantastic. But this roof, like I said, with this little gap here, it's hard work. Anybody over here, that's 4 coats now. I'll give it one more, the front especially. The top you don't really see. So 4 coats, that's the top, that's the worst bit, worst of the job done. Well, that's 5 coats, and it still looks a bit blemishy to me, so I might give it another one over, just to top it off. 5 coats. Okay, that's the bonnet and the roof done, so just bring her out in the sunlight for half hour, because I've got to mask that up now with cloth, so I can do all down that side, and all down that side, and then the back doors. Anyway, we're winning. Right, that's the one side, all masked up and ready to spray. Well, there's 3 coats. But before I'd done this coat, I touched up all the bits first. So I'm hoping one more coat to do it, but we'll wait and see. 3 coats. There you go, that's 6 coats. Now I'm going to leave it to dry and put it outside in the daylight, see what it's like, because you can't really see in here in the dingy garage. Well, I removed all the masking from this side now, and that's done, and I've made my mind up. I am not going to do no more tonight, because when I pulled the masking off of here, it was still bloody stuck along that edge, so I'll make that good now. Bastard. So that's because it was out in the sun. I must have put it on when it was still warm. But like I say, there's 6 coats of paint on here. I moved the van over in the garage and masked the other side up. I'll give it a quick rub now with wet and dry to get the overspray off from the rest of the van, and she's ready to go. And where does that lead to? A great big compressor? No, a little fucking handheld vacuum cleaner. Well, it's what's called a high volume, low pressure sprayer. Anyway, I'm doing the back of the van now. The sides have all been done. I'm just letting this dry now and I'll give it one more spray over to get rid of all the blemishes. The back door is more or less done, one more coat, but I'm waiting for this to dry well and truly. I've just done it across the back spat. And while I'm waiting, I've been out doing some work getting my bumper ready. So my bumper's looking a bit tidier now. And then the next thing I'm left to do is to touch the wheels up with a bit of silver. But then she looked lovely. Okay, the bonnet's done. The wheels have been done. Took me all of 15 minutes to get the paint out and do them. And the back door's done. And I've washed up. That's all the kit there is. That's how big the kit is that I just used. That's the hose, the sprayer, and the gun. Yeah, that's all there is to it. The bits are in there, but I've just cleaned. Anyway, lovely jubbly. Don't ask me where I get the aluminium metal for the wheels, or I'd have to kill you. And she's just wants the bumpers put back on tomorrow. It's all a quarter of an hour. And the garage is clean, so she can stay in here for tonight, give her a bit more chance to harden. And there she is. Lovely, jubbly, bubbly. Bumper's on tomorrow and she's all done. Don't ask me where I got the paint, because if I asked me and I tell you, I'd have to kill you.